Hey everybody, hope you guys are doing well. It's Eddie here, and long time no see. It has definitely been a while. It's been over 2 years since my last video. Some of you guys probably thought I disappeared or quit or what the heck happened to Eddie, but this is the video. This is the video where I'm gonna talk and give you guys an update on the past 2.5 to 3 years. So hope you guys enjoy this video. Sit down, relax, put some earphones on, and let's begin. First thing is, why did I stop posting videos? I think that's probably going to be the biggest one. I didn't necessarily give up on the channel or quit the channel. It was more of a transition in my life. So I started a new business in November of 2022, and this is a rip and ship model, and it's in regards to Pokemon cards. So I would buy Pokemon packs, boxes, and I would, go live, and people would purchase it. I would rip it live, and there's a whole like Genesis to not a revelation, but like Genesis to the entire story. But I'm not gonna talk about the entire thing because it will take the entire video up. But basically, I started a business in 2022 of November, and I started selling Pokemon cards. And I know that sounds kind of silly, but I didn't tell anybody about this for 2 years. For 2 straight years, only I would say like literally handful of people, not even like 10 people, literally within like 5 people knew what I was actually doing. And I don't know why I kept it quiet. I think one of the reasons why I kept it quiet was because I wasn't sure if I wanted to continue doing this or not. I don't want to announce to the world like, hey, this is what I'm doing. I wasn't really sure. I still had the channel. I still had the Pokemon thing. And I'm like, what am I going to continue doing? And I wasn't sure. During that time too, it was really difficult because, as you guys know, I have a son, but I don't know if you guys know this now, but I have 2 kids now. I have a 1.5-year-old and a 3.5-year-old. They're both boys, super healthy, grateful for them, love them to death, and I love hanging out with my family. But both of them had pretty severe eczema about the first 6 months of their, when they were born, especially my first one. My firstborn, he had a really severe case where we had to take him to the ER at one point because he got a fever. It was probably like a skin infection, and it was really really bad, and it was a living nightmare, literally, for my wife and myself. And so, while in the midst of all that, and doing the new business, and having the family go through what it is, and crypto and the channel, I was like, okay, I gotta stop one thing. And the one thing I decided to stop was the YouTube channel, the crypto side. And it's because with crypto, not that I hated it, but one of the things that brought me life with the Pokemon aspect was, one, it was fun. I brought back like childhood memories. I love the art on the card. But every time I went live, there was an engagement aspect of like back and forth. There was me talking to the audience or me talking with people on the stream and people responding back. And it was really nice having that ongoing conversation for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours at a time. Whereas for the crypto stuff, like I enjoyed it. I enjoyed making videos like this, but it was a very one-way conversation or interaction. Like I wish I was able to interact with you guys live and do Q&As. And I probably should consider something like that in the future where I do go live and I can do Q&As and all that stuff. But the most interaction I had was either through the Discord channel, and even that was very little, or it would be the comment section of the YouTube channel. So other than that, I did the Pokemon business alone for 2 years. And then starting a year and a half ago is when I started hiring people for the stream, because that's when my second one was going to be born. And I was like, oh, dude, when I have my second kid, I don't think I'm going to have time to stream as much as I should be able to. So I brought on my first streamer, then my second, then my third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and now we have a total of 9, maybe 10, David, if we count Maui David as one of them. Then we have technically 10 streamers, including myself, on our stream now. So it's a full-blown, like, full-time position, company, whatever you want to call it. We stream on average 18 hours a day. Sometimes we go 24 hours. It's been quite a journey, guys. It's been really, really fun, and I love it. I love being able to work with people physically. I also really enjoy being able to build others up as well. And I really enjoy being able to help my friends that help with the stream financially as well. Like, what an amazing feeling it is to be able to not just hire your friends, but also help them with their personal journey, whether it's their personal, like emotional life or whether it's their financial life. And so I think that part has brought me life in with the Pokemon stuff. Whereas crypto, it has been really about self. One of the things I guess I'll share that I have not really shared this, but somewhere around there, it was like 2001, 2002. I was like 29 or 30 years old. I made my first million. I don't share this very often, but I think this is an important part. It's not even part of the bullet point, but I think it's important to share. I remember when I hit my net worth hit $1 million, and when I was young, I think I had this really strong ambition and goal to like one day I'm going to become a millionaire. And when I hit that $1 million net worth status, I came to a very depressive state. And maybe it was because I had the wrong goals and wrong idea of money. But I remember feeling very, like actually for an entire year, very depressed. I didn't want to dance. I didn't want to work. I didn't want to do anything. All I wanted to do was stay home, watch Netflix, eat whatever I want to eat. And like, I was gaining weight. I was unhealthy. Like, I was just in a very bad spot. And my wife was able to see that. And one of the reasons, one of the things that brought me like back to life, I would say, like picked me back up or like got me really excited, like sparked, was Pokemon. And so that's another thing too. And so when my wife saw that I was like really having a lot of fun with Pokemon, she was like, "You got to do this." So I really thank my wife for pushing me in the right direction. And I would not be where I am today without her 100%. The reason why I felt that way was because it was a very lonely journey. Like, I got to where I've always wanted to get to. But then once I got there, it was like, but now what? Like, I was alone. I had no one to go up there with. And it was kind of a weird feeling to be at, honestly. I don't know if anyone has ever felt that way. Not that I was expecting some sort of like life transformation feeling when I reached that goal, but it was not what I expected, I think. And I'm sure a lot of people that have experienced what I've experienced understand that. And it was really hard to talk about this with my circle because I don't know if anyone was able to understand that at that time, because a lot of them weren't at the same season financially as me, or I didn't want to tell people about that. I'm turning 35 this year, so it's been almost 4 years since that time, and I feel like it's okay to share that now. But that's why I do the Pokemon stuff now and not the crypto stuff. It just brings me a lot more life. It's a lot more fun. I get to interact with people and talk with people and build people up, and it's been a really exciting time. I also stopped dancing for like 2.5 years. It was a crazy time. I stopped directing I direct a team called V3 Dance. V3, I love you guys. But I stopped directing V3 because I was just tired, not burnt out, but I just needed some time with family and figuring life and things out of my mental state and stuff like that. And so I stopped directing, but now I'm directing again. I feel great. I love it. So I'm dancing again. So I stopped dancing for like 2.5 years. I'm dancing again. That's another little update. About 3.5 years ago, 3 years ago, oh no, I bought a home. Yeah, I guess that's a pretty big update. If you guys see the space, this is my office space of the home. Being in the space that I'm in with the crypto and financing and investing and all that area, a lot of the people that are in that space will usually tell you to not buy a home, that it's not a smart financial decision. And in one side, I agree. I think there are better returns that I could have made with the down pay I made on the house. I sold off, not majority, but a good chunk of my crypto position to make the down pay on the house. And it was multiple six figures, unfortunately, because I had to make a 20% down on this home, which I was totally fine in. But in California, homes are expensive. It sucks. Like property tax, home price, it's madness. But thank God, like the home is up a lot since I've purchased it, so I'm really grateful for that. But yeah, I did sell off a good chunk of my crypto position to purchase the house. And if I just held on to if I held on to Bitcoin, I would have done better. If I used a down pay for the house to buy more Pokemon products and invest into Pokemon, it would have done better. But there comes a point in life where the numbers in the bank account don't matter as much as the life you want to build for your family. Your priorities start to change a little once you start having kids. You want a place for your kids to run around, to have a playroom, to see them grow up. Like there's no amount of money that can replace that. Some could argue, sure, I understand. But then I really came to a point where I was like, I worked so hard to get to a certain place, a certain season, a certain goal to have this life for my family. But how foolish would it be of me to say, I want more? I'm not going to do this for my family because I want to do more. So that when I accomplish this goal, then I can do this for my family. And so at that time, like 3 years ago, I decided to sell off, a lot of my position, buy the home. But because of that, I was able to build up the Pokemon business, which is really good. And I will say, I have no regrets. I really thank my wife for just giving me a clear direction. And every time I have ideas and thoughts, she'd be like, no. She's always my compass that helps me reset. So I really am grateful for that. This home was because she wanted to move to this home. And we toured so many different homes. And I was like, that home's nice. Let's go to that home. Let's do this house. And she's like, no, we're not doing it because of these reasons and these. And she wanted this home, which was the most expensive one. But it was the best decision ever. And I'm not going to go into details, but it really was. So there's that aspect. So I've sold my crypto, made my Bitcoin to buy the house. I'm doing the Pokemon business. Am I still trading crypto and stocks? Short answer is no. I am not doing that anymore. I'm not day trading at all. I am monitoring the markets daily, though. That is one of the things that hasn't changed about me. I still open up my trading view. I go to my investing apps. I DCA into the stock market every single week. Recently, I have been buying Bitcoin a lot more aggressively because I felt like Bitcoin is in such a great level to be purchasing right now. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, nor is this financial advice. So make sure you do your own due diligence and research before you make any investing decisions. So that, I haven't said that in years, but yeah. So I feel like my time and my energy is better spent building the Pokemon side than the investing side or than the trading side. So I am not trading anymore. So will I ever come back to this channel making videos on a regular basis? And I think that's why I'm making this video. The answer that I want to say is yes. I want to start posting videos more on this channel. Why haven't I? To be very honest, in the beginning of the channel journey, it really was from a genuine loving place of I'm really excited to post videos about finances and about investing and all these things because I really had a deep love and passion for it. I don't know if I can speak for all content creators and just content creators in general, but when you start getting sponsorships, let's just call it that for now to make it very simple, and you start getting deals, you start revolving your content around those sponsorships. And so now your content becomes more strategic rather than out of passion. And I think I'm pretty sure you can balance both. I'm pretty sure there's a way to do that. But I think I went very extreme where I started to see the money on the crypto YouTube side is very good. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. I'm not going to lie. It was really good for what it was at that time. I don't know if it's the same now because I haven't taken any. I declined all sponsorships in the past 2.5 years. I've literally said I still get emails from a ton of companies and they still want to work with me, but I told them I'm done. I don't want to get any sponsorships. I don't want to take any nothing. It's just because I didn't want to create content for money. I wanted to create content because I have a deep passion and love for it. And so that is one of the biggest reasons why I stopped posting videos. I kind of wanted to kill off my channel temporarily because I didn't want to be fake. I wanted to be real. I wanted to be genuine. And I know, oh gosh, I can go in so many different directions of like, but that doesn't matter. But this mattered. Like there's so many things. But like me personally, my values that just didn't align anymore with where my channel was going. So I had to be like, I have to stop and I need to realign my values, my vision, my directions. And so I do want to continue posting on this channel, but kind of as a reset. I want to restart. I want to post things because I genuinely want to share the things I want to share, not just because I want you guys to buy into something or to sign up for something. And if there ever is, it's because it's from a genuine spot, a genuine place. All the things, all my sponsorships in the past too, though, like it wasn't like I wasn't using those products. The way that I've always structured my sponsorships is I use something, I've enjoyed it, I like it, I email them and say, hey, I used X, Y, and Z. Can you sponsor my next video? And they'll usually say yes. So it was really easy to integrate my sponsorships because I personally use them. I never had a sponsor that I didn't use. I've used every single one of them every time. But if I do continue creating content on this channel, I no longer want it to be just on crypto. I think in the beginning, it was about like stocks, investing, and crypto. It was in money management and all that stuff. And it evolved into just crypto because everybody just wanted my crypto video. The algorithm loved it. And it's just like I was at the mercy of the algorithm. And I don't want to do that if I restart. I just want to post content about investing and money management because I want to. And so yes, if I do come back to the channel, it'll be mostly on the topic of finances and investing and maybe even Pokemon as well. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, if you guys ever have time, check out our other channel and check out our streams. We stream on TikTok, whatnot. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'll link down below as well. But yeah, that is pretty much all the update that I have. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I'm really looking forward to hopefully making more videos on this channel. And if I do, you'll know it. Stay subscribed, hit that notification button, and hope you guys have grown a lot and hope your season of life has improved in the past 3 years, or the last time I've seen you. So love you guys. Take care. Stay safe. And I'll see you guys in the next video over. Good night. Good morning. Adios.